Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to talk about all of my favorite drugstore items. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button down below. I'm going to be doing a giveaway at 1K subscribers, so make sure you subscribe. And with that being said, let's just get right into it. Okay, so by the way, I got bangs. I had bangs for like so long, from like literally like ages 14 to like 23. It's been like 2 years since I let my bangs grow out, and then yesterday on a whim I was just like, you know what, I need a change, and yep. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with the face. My favorite primer is the Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. I know this has been around for a long time. A lot of people don't like it. I like it. I think it's very close to the Benefit Professional and the Smashbox Photo Primer. What's it called? The Photo Finish Primer, I think. It has like that silicone like gel kind of formula that just kind of smooths out the pores. It's really slick, but it works really well, for me at least. Like I said, I know some people don't like this, but I do like it. It's a great alternative if you're wanting to save some money. And I actually haven't really found any drugstore primers that I love. So if you guys have any that you guys love or that you recommend, then leave a comment down below so I can test it out for you guys. So the next product I am going to talk about is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation. And I'm in the shade Creamy Neutral. I really like this foundation. Unfortunately, a lot of drugstore foundations break me out. My skin does a lot better with higher end foundations, but I just really love the finish of this foundation. Like, I don't know if it's picking up on camera, but it just has such a beautiful finish, and it's so like glowy without it being like overly dewy or making your skin look oily. This is more of a summertime foundation, and sometimes I'll even mix it in with my higher end foundations and it kind of just adds a little bit of a glow, but then I end up breaking out, so it makes me kind of sad. But I do love this foundation. I think it is definitely worth checking out. Oh, seriously, I'm like not used to having bangs again. I feel like there's a little furry animal on my forehead. It feels so weird. Okay, so the next products I am going to talk about are eyeshadow products, and to be honest, I don't own a ton of eyeshadows from the drugstore, but I do have a few that I really love, and I always have a hard time opening this one. This is the Wet n Wild Walking on Eggshells Trio Palette. They make these little trios and it comes with different colors, and I just really love this formula. It's really like soft and kind of buttery, and they blend really well. I'll go ahead and swatch these. Like, that is beautiful. It is so pretty, and like I said, they have a lot of these trio palettes with different shade ranges and colors and color combinations, and they're definitely worth checking out, and they're so affordable. And another palette I'm going to talk about is this Coastal Scents Fall Festival palette. And I don't think they sell Coastal Scents at the drugstore, at least not where I'm from. But I got this online and it is very affordable. I believe it was like $10 plus tax, and the colors are like gorgeous. The only thing I'm complaining about is that this is the only matte shade, so you have something for your base, but I feel like they should have added like one more matte shade, like a brown or like a neutral taupey color for your transition. But you guys, the pigment on this is ridiculous. Like, okay, I'm just gonna show you, like barely tapping in. I don't get it. It's so good. And I'll go ahead and swatch a few of these for you on my arm so you can see. You hardly need like anything, and look at, like, what? What? It's so good. Let me see. I'll go ahead and swatch a few more because they're so gorgeous. And I just want you guys to see how awesome these are. Like, I don't know. I get so excited. Like, look at that. I get so excited when I find an affordable palette that actually has good color payoff and blends well. And the cool thing about these shadows is that you can use them wet and like just spray your brush with like Fix Plus or water, and it creates like a really pretty like shimmery foiled effect. This is definitely a really beautiful palette if you guys want something with a big color range. And I feel like, I mean, it says Fall Festival, but I feel like you could use these shades for like any time of the year. So the next product I'm going to talk about is eyeliner, and this is another product that I think a lot of people don't really like. I think it's perfect, and I just love the applicator. This is the E.L.F. liquid liner, and I just find that this really thin brush works so well for a wing, and the liner is really black. I feel like it doesn't budge all day. I think it stays on beautifully. It might depend on if you have more oily eyes, but mine are usually normal, so I think that's why it stays on well for me, because I've heard a lot of people say that this liner kind of comes off throughout the day. But for me, it works well, and I love that it's super black and it's super affordable. This is like $3. Like, seriously, sign me up. I love E.L.F. so much. I think they are one of the best drugstore brands these days, and I think they really stepped up their game, and I really love this item. And yeah. Okay, the next thing I'm going to talk about is mascara, and this is a new favorite for me. This is the Essence Lash Princess Mascara. If you're needing a really good black mascara that gives you length and volume at the same time, this is it. I've been wearing it every single day. It claims to give you that false lash effect. I feel like a lot of drugstore items tend to be a little bit gimmicky with what their claims are, but I feel like this one actually lives up to the hype. So if you haven't tried this mascara, definitely check it out because you will love it. The next item I'm going to talk about are highlighters. And this is my favorite drugstore highlighter. This is the Physicians Formula Nude Shimmer Strips. And you guys, this highlighter palette is amazing because you can customize the highlight that you want, whether you are fair-skinned or you have darker skin. I tend to go for these two shades right here because I'm pretty fair, and I'm going to go ahead and swatch this for you. Let's see. I don't know if it's picking up on camera, but it's just such a beautiful glow. And you can swirl all these shades together if you wanted. Like I said, if you're more fair-skinned, you have like these beautiful like bronzy shades. Another cool thing you can do is go into these individual rectangles and you can use them as eyeshadows or toppers on your lid. This blends like a dream. I'm wearing it today. I don't know if you guys can see or if it's picking up on camera, but it's like such a buildable highlight, and it gives either a natural glow if you wanted, or if you wanted something more bam in your face, you got it in this palette. So the next two items I'm going to talk about are Colourpop highlighters. And once again, these aren't necessarily drugstore items, but they are very affordable. So this is the Colourpop Super Shock Chic highlighter in Stole the Show. And you guys, this is my favorite highlighter of all time. Over every highlighter I have tried, this highlighter is stunning. First of all, if you haven't felt a Colourpop formula for their eyeshadows or highlights, you haven't lived. Like seriously, it's like creamy and buttery, and I can't even describe it. Like it almost feels wet. But when you apply it, it turns into like a powder formula. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch this for you. These are the two Physicians Formula ones, but I wanna just go ahead and show you this. Like, it's so pretty. I feel like the camera's not even doing it justice. And with these kind of shadows, because they're like more of a creamed base, I like to tap it on with my finger, and then I take a fan brush and just kind of blend it out. And this is the other one that I really love. This is the Super Shock Cheek in Monster. This one is so beautiful because when you apply it, it has like this really beautiful like duochrome shift. So when the light hits it, you're gonna see hints of purple and pink. But what's so cool about it is that when you put it on your skin, it almost looks natural, which is so weird because I feel like these duochrome highlighters that they're coming out with can be kind of a hit or miss, or they kind of like don't look like something you could wear every day. Like they'd be more for like a festival or going out or things like that. But for some reason, this specific highlighter is just still a really beautiful highlighter that you can wear during the daytime. So another highlighter I want to talk about is the Maybelline Master Strobing Cream. This highlighter is so beautiful. I recently just got it. Shout out to my boyfriend, he got it for me. And what I like about it is that it has a really nice creamy and like almost moussey formula. As you can see, like that little drop right there, watch. Like, are you kidding me? I feel like this is one of the most beautiful liquid highlighters. Well, it's more of a mousse, but I just think it's so pretty. And what's nice about it is that you can lay it down on your skin where you're wanting to highlight, and you can even use that as a base for your powder highlight on top, and that's going to make it really stick. And you can even use this on the inner corners for highlight, or all over the lid, or even the brow bone. And you guys, I love putting this on my nose. It's like such a pretty nose highlight. Like, this is seriously one of my new favorites. I love it so much. Next product I'm going to go into is blush. And this is also a newer product for me. This is the Essence Satin Touch Blush in the shade Satin Love. And I actually did a recent video on Essence makeup, and it was like a first impressions. I'll go ahead and link that above or in the description box below. But this blush is really nice. I think it is beautiful. It is like my favorite tone of blush. And you guys, these are really soft and buttery, and they blend out so well. Let's see, I'm like trying to find space, but I wiped all that off and it didn't really work. But it's really pigmented, so you don't even need to go in with a heavy hand. You can just go in a couple of times with a fluffy brush and just dab it on your cheeks and you're good to go. So the next product I'm going to talk about is a bronzer, and I'm sure a lot of you are already waiting for this one because this is like everyone's favorite drugstore bronzer. And I'm talking about the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. First of all, this smells amazing. It smells like coconut and sunscreen and the beach. What I like about this is that it's not too warm, but it's not too cool. So it's like a perfect in between for people who are more fair skinned, but you want a little bit of warmth. It blends beautifully on the skin. It's good for contouring. It's good for if you just want like an overall glow. This is definitely a staple item that you should have in your collection. The next items I'm going to talk about are brow products. This is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil, and I am in the shade Espresso, and I use this with the NYX Tinted Brow Mascara, and this is in the shade Chocolate. And I have heard that this is comparable to the Anastasia Brow Wiz. I haven't used it yet, the Brow Wiz, but I have heard that they're like the exact same thing. And this is around $10. It lasts a long time. It's pigmented but not overly pigmented, and I think this is a really great brow pencil if you're wanting something from the drugstore, something more affordable, but you're still wanting like a higher quality. And I use the Tinted Brow Mascara from NYX. I feel like it holds my brows in place perfectly. I really love it. These two together are an amazing combo.
You were saying.
I swear sometimes Siri talks to me like when I'm not even pressing the button, and it freaks me out. Does that happen to you guys? Siri, I'm not talking to you. Okay, the last items I'm going to talk about are lipsticks, and these are my absolute favorite liquid lipsticks from the drugstore. These are the Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuits. I have 4 of the colors. I believe Tati from Glam Life Guru did an entire like first impressions on it, and that's what sold me because I trust her opinion like more than anyone's. Like hers and Jeffree Star's I know like are 100% legit opinions, like no nonsense. They're gonna tell you if it's a good product or not. So I went out and bought these, and these are so good, you guys. The formula isn't super drying. It is a tad sticky, but it's not uncomfortable. And I noticed that with eating, you can wear it, and if you eat afterwards, you get a little bit of the product coming off in the center, but it's nothing that you can't reapply. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch a few of these for you so you guys can see how good the pigment is. This is in the shade Berry Recognize. I wear this one like crazy. And as you can see, it's just like one swipe and you have like full coverage. It's so gorgeous, and they come in so many different colors. This one is in Coral Corruption, and this is like a beautiful corally spring color. This one is in the shade Goth Topic. This one's a very beautiful like deep berry, almost brown shade, and it's like the perfect fall shade. It's really dark, but I love it. And the other color I have is Nudist Peach. When you swatch it, it's actually a lot more peachy. Let's see if I can get a good swipe. There we go. So yeah, it's a little bit more peachy as it's on the skin and the lips, but these are seriously so beautiful. I want to get more because they're only $4.99. So that is all I have for some of my drugstore favorites. I know I'm missing things like concealer and powder, but I just haven't found the perfect concealer or powder from the drugstore that I absolutely love. I've been using the NYX Got You Covered Concealer. I like the coverage, but it does crease really bad. I haven't really found a good powder from the drugstore. So if you guys have any recommendations, then please leave it in the comment box below, because I will definitely check out the items for you guys and test them out on the channel and everything, because I'm always willing to try out new products, especially if they are affordable, because that is my favorite. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. I hope you guys are having a great week, and I will see you next time. Bye.